Hiya, guys. How are you guys doing today? Yes, welcome back to Cocktails with Meeka. I have a really good show for you guys. You know, so how was everyone's day? I hope it was great. You know what? But no, for real. Don't trip. I am working on a new intro for you guys. It's gonna be dope. Stay tuned. Why do my face look greasy? But yeah, stay tuned. Working on a definite intro for y'all, and it's gonna be dope. So, again, welcome back to Cocktails with Mika, y'all. Today, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. Period. I'm hoping my light don't fall and embarrass me, but Christ, let's go. We have a lot to talk about, you guys. It's a lot. It's so much going on in the media and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's first start off with, first of all, because y'all know I'm going through my own little situations in my personal life as far as like everything. Shoot. But let's talk about 50 Cent and his son. So obviously, 50 Cent Curtis Jackson has this adult son whose name is Mark. How do you pronounce it, y'all? Is it Marquis or Marquis? I'm trying to figure it out. But I think it's Marquise. What's up, Manny? I think it's Marquise, y'all. So Marquise basically has been complaining all over the internet, saying that 50 Cent has made him start his life over with $60,000. I mean, not 60, $6,000, $6,700 a month. And he's complaining about having $6,700 a month from his father. Like, bruh, 50, you could give me that 6,700 a month. I'll take it. The hell, bro, do you know that it's dudes out here? It's dudes, females, like, what the heck? It's single moms out here taking care of 5 kids with less. Like, are you serious? And then second is just like the audacity of him, y'all. Like, how can he even like fix his mouth to even say something like that? Like, oh, but my dad is 50 Cent though. Like, he's in the Forbes magazine, like a Forbes pusher. Like, what? Bro, you a grown man. And he talking about child support, y'all. Child support is not child take care of. It's support, right? And after you have support, you're usually giving this support to a child or to an adult for a child, right? So in the event that you are a grown man, right, and you just talking about you want money from your father because he's rich, you are a man. You're not his daughter. You are a man. You're a man. He doesn't have to do that. Like, and somebody told me that he went up to he actually was given more than that. I'm gonna get the clip for y'all. Somebody said he was given 13,000 and then he went after giving 13,000, he dropped it down from 13,000 to 6,700. Back to 6,700 because he was still complaining about 13,000, so he was like, "Forget it," and started giving 6,700 again. That right there is crazy to me. That's crazy. Yes, Manny, once you turn 18, those payments usually stop, like usually. But now you are a grown man. How old is he? He got to be like 26, 27, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you are a grown man. And his mother was actually being greedy at first. Like the mom, she was getting I think like $3 million a year or something like that. She was getting a lot of money. I think he was giving her 300,000. Yeah, he was giving her 300,000 and she complained about that and took him to court and tried to get more and the judge looked at it and was like, "Uh-uh, baby, like that's too much. He already paying you too much." And the judge bumped that 300,000 down to 25,000. a month. So now you 5,000, something like that. But oh, and he was taking care of her daughter. See, that's what I'm talking about. That man was being more than a good man, and y'all thought he was a munch, and he not. And he got with y'all program. That's what that was. So anyway, she goes to court and winds up getting less than what she even less than what he was already giving her without court. So that was a slap in her face. But I mean, I don't know. I don't never agree with women doing stuff like that. But at the end of the day, at the same time, it's dudes out here doing the same thing. Doing the same thing. Y'all taking women to court for child support. Y'all ain't even take care of no babies. But in the event that y'all finally get some kids, y'all want to take a female to court when you ain't help do nothing. Like, God don't like ugly. It blows up in y'all face every time. Every time. But yeah. Let me find that clip for y'all and all of that. But that child support stuff, I don't play with that because for what? For what? All right, so here we go right here. So he was crying and stuff, and 50 Cent basically responded to his son when he was crying and saying all of that stuff. So y'all want to hear it? Here we go. I should have got the cord, bro, and I didn't. But here we go. Hold on. But yes, so just another broken home issue is what it is. That is the fact. We are dealing with this conversation is dealing with a broken home. Yes, but I feel like it's just the sense of entitlement. It's that for me. You know? Like how you feel that entitled to another man's money? Here we go.
Tells you who is, and he's not gonna change or apologize. Not sure if you guys saw the clip, but 50 Cent's son Marquis, he's been making the rounds on the internet from an Instagram live he did with Choke No Joke, where he was basically complaining that the $6,700 that he gets from 50 cents a month is not enough for him to live comfortably. Now people started calling him entitled, saying he was a brat, saying he was spoiled. Well, obviously 50 Cent was gonna get wind of this and respond to it in his own way. He posted a clip from Power. Not sure if you guys watch Power, but if you guys remember in Power, 50 Cent had a son that was called Sean. 50 Cent ends up shooting and killing the son for basically not doing what he told him to do, which was to kill St. Patrick. And also, he felt he was getting weak. Now, 50 Cent posted this video with the word saying no captions needed. I tried to post a portion of the clip here, but YouTube didn't let me. They flagged it for copyright. So just go to 50 Cent's Instagram to go watch the clip. So hope I let you guys know where 50 Cent stands with his son. He said multiple times that he does not mess with him. 50 Cent feels like his son Marquis did something that he could never ever forgive. And that's unfortunately the type of time 50 Cent has been on ever since then. Tell me what you guys think about 50 Cent's response. Was it cold-blooded or not? Post comments below, subscribe to my channel, please like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
Shout out to that channel, y'all. So basically,
I used to. You ask yourself how long, a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back? Like many kids from his generation, Marquis has always been into sneakers. Because he's my son, he couldn't just rock any of those sneakers either. If a new pair of Jordans came out, he had to have them right away. His mom developed an entitlement that cannot be met. There have been a lot of disappointing moments in my relationship with Marquis over the past few years. But the lowest was when I saw him post a picture of himself with Kyle McGriff, the son of Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Told me to take the picture. Gee, I didn't even really know. I didn't even know who it was. He didn't tell me till after we left out of the club who that was. Welcome back to Industries T.
so y'all see all of that? Yeah. So basically, thank you, Manny. So basically, 50 Cent basically saying like, I was already taking care of you, bro. He was giving him all of this money and taking care of his mother. And from what I'm learning, he was also taking care of her daughter. That's not Curtis Jackson's at all. taking care of all of them really. And they just grew this like sense of entitlement, which I would be appalled and felt disrespected if I was 50 with them growing a sense of entitlement. Like, bro, I work hard for this. You a grown man. I took care of you your whole childhood, bro. Like, for real. So for you to grow this sense of entitlement is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? And your mama, like your mama was getting all that money. She take 50 cents to court, and then the judge even tell 50 you giving her too much money. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, 6,700, I think that's good. So 50 was still giving this boy money, and then he kept going and taking pictures with the ops, you know what I'm saying, with the ops sons and stuff like that. And 50 wasn't having that. So 50 was like, all right, bro, like you cut off. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how it go. Like, how are you going to sit there and ask this grown man to support your grown behind? You know what I'm saying? And then you sitting there also you playing patty cake with the ops. Like, bro, I'd have left him alone too. I ain't gonna lie. But it's just a sense of entitlement. Y'all say once Marquis took that pic with Supreme's son, it was definitely over for life. Exactly. Supreme had 50 shot up. Exactly. Like he could have died. And you taking pictures with the ops kid. Like, bro, you are literally letting me know where you stand. And I feel like it's the mama fault too, because why, like as mothers, we can't be doing that. We can't be talking crap about our child's father in front of our children. Like our issue with our kids that has nothing to do with their father, nothing at all. So, like, bro, I'm telling you, like my baby daddy, I already know that boy then came on the internet saying all kind of crazy lies about me. And did I respond? No, because you know why? I do not want my children to later on look at videos and hear their mother talking crazy about their father. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hear that coming from that person, but they won't hear that from me. You know what I'm saying? That's just out. Like I wouldn't want to interfere with the relationship of my children and their dad, if I didn't have to. So I understand that part. That part, that part. And so moving right along, guys. Um, exactly, Manny. That's 80,000 a year. Like he almost giving her like $1 million a year, and that's money she don't have to tax or nothing. Like, girl, you crazy. Thank you, 35 Savage. Let me see. Make sure y'all like my videos, share my live. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. But yeah. So let's get into Candace Owens. She just stirring up a lot of stuff, y'all. Candace Owens. Do y'all know who Candace Owens is? Candace Owens is the lady that when Trump was running, she was like super team MAGA, you know what I'm saying? And or mega. Is MAGA or mega? I think it's MAGA because make America, yeah, MAGA. Um, she was like just super pro, Republican and stuff like that. And it's not wrong with being that, but she was like pro Republican and anti-black. Like she wasn't just like for me, I took it as she wasn't anti-Democrat, she was anti-black. Like, yeah. So anyway, that's her. If you need some more refreshing of your memory, she is the woman that also was standing next to Kanye West with the White Lives Matter shirt, right? That's Candace Owens. So she stirring up a little bit more trouble. I don't know. She hung out with Kanye West for that weekend or for whatever for that fashion show. And I don't know. I guess they teamed up and he whispered in this girl ear and told her to attack Kim Kardashian, because obviously, I guess Ray J must have leaked this audio of Kim Kardashian, y'all, trash talking Whitney Houston, and she was just talking like real nasty. Not she was just being Kim K. Period. Um, and here I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio right here.
That she left Ray J, where it's not the sweet little Kim K that she presents today. She's nasty. She's calling Whitney Houston a crackhead, and she's yelling at Ray J. And this tape landed on my lap, and I am told that there is much, much more. And it is the opposite version of the Kim Kardashian that your kids have been following. This is just a sample of the tape. Again, this is a voicemail that she left Ray J. Take a listen.
Ray, it's
Kim, I just want you to know that I think you are so disgusting and desperate. Who leaves their email address on their machine? You clearly want people to call you, but yet you won't call me back. And actually, you know what? Don't call me back. Don't ever call me back. I never want to talk to you ever again. I think you're honestly a sick human being, and I think you are just so desperate that you'll do anything for attention, and you're just so disgusting. Honestly, so, like, have fun with old tag Whitney Houston. Like, she's so sick, and, like, crack is definitely not whack with you guys, because you are just, honestly, like, makes me laugh on how disgusting you guys look. You're in Vegas with Whitney, and you need to go hang out with your old, like, friend, and it's not right, but it's okay. I'm definitely going to make it anyway, because you guys are just disgusting and sick, and stop being with her. I don't understand it. She's so old and sick, and you are just sick and desperate. So leave me the alone and stop calling me. I hate you.
All right, so that's that. My thing is this, y'all. First off, that was a very, very long time ago. Like, if Kim was sitting there tripping off Ray J, y'all know how long ago that was. That had to be like 2005, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Second, um, I just feel like Candace Owens, you're reaching. You're reaching as hell. Like you literally hung out with Kanye for a day, and then it seemed like y'all just talked and thought about like trying to like go after this woman for no reason because this is ridiculous. You're reaching as hell. And then she's like, oh, and she called Whitney Houston a crackhead. First of all, she was a crackhead. Let's just be real. She was a crackhead. Hello. So I'm not about to bash Kim K because was telling the truth. We was all calling her a crackhead at that time when she was running around talking about Bobby, 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 Bobby. Yeah, we all was calling her a crackhead. So we not about to bash Kim Kardashian for saying the same thing we was saying years ago. And I mean years ago. I was like a teenager. I was like a child when she said this. Like, girl, come on now, you're reaching. And I just feel like the fact that y'all just keep trying to team up on this lady is crazy. Like, leave her alone already. Leave her alone. Like, oh, she's talking so nasty. She's definitely not the Kim K that your kids are looking up to. And girl, of course she's not the same Kim K because she was younger then. She was a kid herself then. Like, why would she be the same Kim K? And she called Whitney Houston a crackhead. Girl, she was. I get mad at the girl for telling the truth. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again. Her trying to like put emphasis on the Whitney Houston thing. Like, girl, boo, you tried it.
That she left Ray J, where it's not the sweet little Kim K that she presents today. She's nasty. She's calling Whitney Houston a crackhead, and she's yelling at Ray J. And this tape landed on my lap, and I am told that there is much, much more. And it is the opposite version of the Kim Kardashian that your kids have been following. This is just a sample of the tape. Again, this is a voicemail that she left Ray J. Take a listen.
I just can't, bro. Y'all see how she tried to put the emphasis? Like, are you jealous, Candace? Like, why are you like what was that for? What did Kim K do to you? So are you sleeping with Kanye now, Candace? Like, are you okay? Candace? The hell? She's so nasty. She's not the regular Kim K that you guys are used to. She's being, she's calling Whitney Houston a crackhead and she's yelling at Ray J. That was her nigga. So she wanted to yell at him. So what? That was her dude. Like, shut up, Candace. Shut it. Shut up. That's what I'ma say. That's crazy. Like that's what I'm like, right. Y'all saying she been on Kim neck for a minute for a minute now. And it's like, do you want Kanye, Candace? I thought you was married to your little white man. Like, are you trying to come back to black? You want Kanye now? Like, Candace, shut up. I'm just irritated with her because y'all that was a reach. Definitely a reach. But yeah. So let's talk since we on Kanye. Let's talk 50 cents. I mean 50 cents. Let's talk Selah Marly. Is that how y'all say her name, y'all? Is it Selah? I think it's Selah. 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 I think that's her name. Lauryn Hill's daughter, Selah Marly, which is Bob Marley's granddaughter. Um, so she was caught. She actually was a model in Kanye's fashion show, and she actually wore one of Kanye's shirts and the White Lives Matter shirts, and everybody was freaking out, or still is freaking out on her about wearing the shirt, saying, "I can't believe, Soleil Marley, Bob Marley's granddaughter, Lauryn Hill's daughter, would be, running around wearing a shirt that says White Lives Matter." And she ain't no punk. She stood up for herself and she was like, "Yeah, take that, take that, take that." So let me show y'all who she is. So this is Lauryn Hill's child. Oh, my screen is dirty as hell, y'all. This is Lauryn Hill's child. It's Bob Marley's daughter, Soleil. And she was being attacked for wearing the shirt. And this is her response. What the heck? All right, so her response was, she posted, "The past 24 hours has allowed me to realize that that most of y'all are stuck in a hive mind mentally. You you do what the group tells you to do. You think what the group tells you to think. Witnessing someone break free from the agenda sends all of you into such a panic that you will do whatever it takes to force them back into the box that you feel they should exist in. All morale and empathy is eliminated due to the fact that you feel justified by your emotions. The victims become the victimizer. You cannot bully me, manipulate me, or coerce me into silence, nor will you bully me into being who you want me to be. I don't care how many tweets you make, DMs you send, or articles you write. Throughout all of the chaos, I have yet to speak on my experience. If you know me, you know that nothing I do is without deep thought and intention. Wait till you hear what I have to say." And yeah, that was her message, right? And then she later went and she texted Kanye. And when she texted Kanye, this is what she said. So she said, "Hey, Ye, is this your actual number? This is Soleil, by the way. You may be sleeping, but I think that we did what we did has obviously created a lot of conversation, and I would like us to continue the conversation and provide the necessary depth and clarity that we are both extremely capable of. I love taking risks and embracing freedom, but in this case, I think we can continue to discuss the depth beyond our decisions. I mean, continue to discuss the depth behind our decisions to show the purity of our intentions and provide healing to our community. Love you so much. Let's keep this going in a healthy way." And that was what Soleil sent to Kanye. Sorry, y'all. I got my screen protector is broken. But y'all heard what she said. So I just want to like touch on that. I do feel that again, you guys are overreacting. You guys are choosing to be victims in the situation where you see white dudes, white dudes, where you see white lives matter on a black man's shirt or a black woman's shirt. You guys are choosing to be victims because you literally could have took that a whole nother way. You literally could have just been like, you know what? White lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? You could have did that. And none of you did that. Y'all could have just been like, "Oh, they're making a statement and maybe it's being sarcastic because we all know they matter. What's new?" You know? Like, why did it have to be like, "Oh, no, you said white lives matter and I'm gonna take that as a dig to myself." You know, like, I think that they were being very sarcastic in that statement, but honest as well at the same time. You know, they were basically pointing out the obvious. That's all they were doing. You know, all I feel like all they were doing was stating the obvious. White lives matter. Like, why couldn't nobody take that like that? Because and to attack this little girl, she's like 23 years old, Lauren Hill's daughter, and be like, "Oh, why would you do that being Bob Marley's granddaughter?" Even if she wanted to be like ridiculously um just disrespectful, if that was her intent, so what? It's her decision to do that. We like, why do you care so much? Like, why? But she wasn't. I feel like they were just pointing out the obvious on purpose, but I guess they were too their action or their thought was too intellectual, maybe for some people to catch, and it went over a lot of people's heads because Kanye West's dad is a Black Panther, and when he asked his dad about it, the dad wasn't even tripping. The dad took it how he was supposed to. So maybe some of you guys are just like vibrating on a lower level, and maybe y'all need to come up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I kind of went over y'all head because y'all down here and the message was up here. You know, maybe I'm just trying to give y'all some maybes around here. But yes, Kanye did. His dad responded. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what the dad said. So just a minute. I just feel like if his Black Panther father wasn't tripping, why are y'all tripping? Like, oh, this dude is crazy. So this is the dad's response, guys. He said white lives matter, ha ha ha. And the dad and his dad hit him and said, "White lives matter, ha ha ha." And Kanye responded and said, "I thought that was so funny. What did you like about it?" And his dad responded that a black man was declaring the obvious. See, y'all, like his dad said the same thing. That's Kanye West stuff, right? He's like, "What did you like about it?" You like that you're declaring the obvious? Like, why are y'all like lighten the F up? Please, somebody, please lighten the F up. Like, you guys are too high strung. Or maybe y'all just waiting for something to bicker about. I mean, we ain't had a black kid die more recently enough, which we actually did. Um, by the police. Like, what do y'all like? Do y'all like? I feel like a lot of black people, y'all. I feel like we get stuck and being victims. Like we get comfortable there because it becomes so familiar. So we are scared to grow out of it, or we are scared for it to we ask for change, and then when change actually happens, we're like not used to it. It's scary. We want to go back to our comfort zone, which is being a victim. You know what I'm saying? So no, 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 no. Let's go back to massa. Let's go. Yes, sir. No, sir. Right away, sir. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to that because that's what I'm used to. And I'm scared of the freedom that I've been asking for, or I'm scared of whatever the hell we've been marching for. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta why like yeah, just stop. I feel like y'all just waiting for a problem. I don't want a problem. I don't. I got little black boys. I don't want a problem. I want us all to get along. I want us to make money. I want us to prosper. I want us to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a problem. So when I'm looking at things like that, I'm not taking it in as like, oh, it's offensive. It's like y'all looking for it. That's why it's offensive. You looking for the offense in anything that Kanye's doing. You know what I'm saying? And he said something the other day, and I liked what he said. He said the same people that are mad at me for saying white lives matter are the same people that made my white wife and her family rich off idolizing her. So like pick a side, like pick a struggle. Like black people, what's wrong with y'all? And then he said some like anti-Semitic stuff, I guess. His trainer left him. Like, oh, nobody was outraged when he said stuff about the Jews, but everybody was outraged when he said white lives matter. Like, boy, you shut up too, because you reaching. Right. Looking for something to complain about. Like, can we just be happy? And you know what? It reminded me of a relationship, like because like when you're in a relationship, it's a and a dude just be like, just be happy because you used to toxic stuff, toxic stuff or toxic relationships. That's what we be used to. We're used to toxic interactions and things like that. So when we finally find a healthy partner, you know what I'm saying? We looking for the stuff. We looking for stuff to be mad at. We looking for stuff. We looking for him or her to be cheating. We looking for him or her to be lying. We waiting for the phone to ring and we doing this. You know what I'm saying? But you have a great guy or gal sitting right in front of you and you don't know what it's like, so you don't you're not used to that, so you just look, it's not comfortable, it's not normal, it's not familiar unless there's a problem, so you looking for a problem, and the dude be like, or a girl be like mostly dudes be telling girls like, can't you just be happy? Like, don't you want to be happy? Like, just be happy, like live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking for stuff. Yeah, that's not a good approach to a new relationship at all. Um, hold on, guys. And I wanted to show y'all something else. That's not a good relationship. Where did I put it, you guys? Oh, I know where I put it. I think I know where I put it. Nope. Goodness. All right, so I wanted to talk to you about another situation that always pushes a good man away and a good woman. Don't think that y'all don't be pushing good women away, because y'all do. Y'all definitely do all the time, all the time. But we definitely can push some men away. That's a fact. But y'all do too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hold on, I'm about to find that for y'all. Just a sec. Did I even put it on my? So yeah, I should open the phone line, tell y'all. Yes, it. Thank you, Tanya, because it does go both ways. That is a fact. Oh my gosh! So I went on my page, y'all, and I'm looking for a video that I posted earlier. And you know how like when you live, like it show you like a little piece of the video, or whatever, for the like thumbnail. Look how they caught me. Like, get the fuck YouTube. Stop playing with me. Don't do me. They scandalous for that. I'm like, the hell. But yeah, let me find this for you guys. Let me see now. Ball again. You're gonna say, stop it, Meeka. You just said women go in looking for bad things, traits, etc. That's terrible. Yes, women do, but so do guys. Guys do the same thing. I've dealt with some hurt dudes. I mean, look at Kanye West. That is a hurt man. And I'm not playing with y'all. Like, he's hurt. Like, hurt. And I feel sorry for the next woman. That's why he keep getting these other dudes. I mean, getting these other women. And then the women are not enough for him because he is hurt. He going through his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like that's why he being so toxic. Like, even right now. And it's like, you look at him and you just see the toxic stuff that he's been doing. And you just like, who hurt you? And I have my share of toxic dudes, y'all know. Um, and usually it seems like somebody's hurt them, like they don't trust, they don't know how to treat people around them. and stuff like, because who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? So, yes, men be toxic as hell. But let me get this clip for y'all. Hold on. All right, so I got something for y'all. Here we go, right here, right? So there was this woman. I think she's a councilwoman in LA, and what had happened was she was caught on an audio. She's a Hispanic councilwoman in LA. She was caught on audio, and she was talking, like, being racist. She was like, "Oh, forget him. He's with the blacks," you know. So, and she said some other nasty stuff too. But let me find it for you. And it wasn't Candace Owens. Where is it? I don't know where I put it, y'all. Let me see. Basically, hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, and then she tried to apologize. Girl, they was protesting and everything. So here we go, right here. I found it, y'all. So at this point, they protesting and all kind of stuff. They want her fired. Yeah. So her career is over. So here it is, right here, guys. I'm gonna play this clip for you. And you guys be happy about this, okay? This is what y'all should be outraging about.
Actual headlines because of the fact that there were several racist comments in that conversation where you did hear the council president talking to two other council members. So we will have much more on this story as we get the details. But again, we're learning right now, City Council President Noreen Martinez resigning from her position. Okay.
She resigned. That's crazy. Well, you should have resigned. Hold on, guys. I want y'all to hear what she actually said. Here it is.
I'm back now on the politics lead. The president of the Los Angeles City Council has resigned that position, the presidency, following the release of a secretly recorded conversation during which she used a vile racist slur to refer to the child of a fellow council member. This happened in a conversation about redistricting and the possible impact on communities of color. CNN's Nick Watt reports on the growing fallout from these remarks as calls intensify for her to step down from the council altogether.
Mike Bonin is an LA City Council member and father to a young black son. Last year, they went to an MLK Day parade. City Council President Noreen Martinez had some issues.
It's like black and brown on this float, and then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the float, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him.
Translation, little monkey.
They're raising him like a little white kid, which I was like, this kid needs a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Bonin tweeted that Martinez attacked our son with horrific racist slurs and talked about her desire to physically harm him. It's vile, abhorrent, and utterly disgraceful. There were protests at her house. Today, she resigned as council president. She issued this apology. In a moment of intense frustration and anger, I let the situation get the best of me, and I hold myself accountable for these comments. For that, I am sorry. Recorded nearly a year ago, the audio was posted anonymously on Reddit, first reported by the Los Angeles Times. Those present were, reports the paper, all Democrats, all Hispanic. Among them, Labor leader Ron Herrera. He's tweeted, there is no justification and no excuse for the vile remarks made in that room, period. And I didn't step up to stop them. He did not. And when Martinez described Bonan's son as an accessory, according to the paper, he joined in.
It's an accessory. When we do the MLK parade.
Just like when
They used to have those statues in the plantations.
yeah, like when Noreen brings her little yard bag or the Louis Vuitton bag in place.
That last voice, Council member Kevin De Leon, he's got big ambitions. Ran for mayor this year and the US Senate seat in 18. I regret appearing to condone and even contribute to certain insensitive comments, he wrote. I fell short of the expectations we set for our leaders.
All right, so guys, so I see somebody in the comments saying basically, why are we mad at the monkey word? Okay, so Tanya, I'm gonna assume you Black. So you should know why we mad at the monkey word. I mean, it's obvious. We don't look like monkeys. I mean, like African Americans, we don't look like monkeys. No, we don't. You know. However, at the same time, the same way we get mad at the N word, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're not that, right? These are words that are used to degrade us. You know what I'm saying? So even though we agree that we don't look like monkeys at all, not even a little bit. Our lips too full. How are we monkeys? You know. But it's still a word that they use to degrade us. So given that, looking at it in that context, then it gives us a wide scope of, not a wide scope, a very narrow scope and straight to the point of what the councilwoman meant when she said in Spanish, little monkey. You know what I'm saying? She, first of all, before she even said little monkey, she said, oh, don't worry about him, the white guy who adopted him. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry about him. He's with the blacks, you know? So by her saying that, and then she like, yeah, he's jumping around. She was disgusted by this little baby. This is a little child, you know? You could just hear in the way that she's speaking about this child being a child, like he's literally jumping around, you know what I'm saying? You know, being a little disorderly, but that's what kids do. And he's outside. He's outside at a parade. So for her to be disgusted at a little kid being a kid is crazy. But the fact that she was disgusted after she said about the white guy, oh, he's with the blacks. Girl, your tone after you said he's with the blacks was unacceptable. Like I'm catching on to after you say, oh, he's with the blacks, everything come out your mouth is now, vulgar and just too much. Like just shut up. You know what I'm saying? And then she after all of that, then she says, oh, they're raising him like a little white kid. She's a Hispanic woman. And she said they're raising him like a little white kid. That's what she said. So you got a problem with blacks and whites? Like, I wanted, and she said, I wanted to just go whoop him. I wanted to beat him. Like, give me him and let me take him around the corner and I'll beat him. Girl, we all wish you would. We all wish you would take that little black baby around the corner and beat him. We wish you would. You see how that mob was outside your house? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see how that mob was outside the court building? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you thought it was all good and gravy, and then the other dude, the other councilman that was also involved. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting there talking about, oh, I heard it. I didn't stop the conversation when I heard the remarks. But bro, we just heard you on the recording. You chimed in too. After she said that he a little monkey and he was being raised like a white kid, you started chiming in too, bro. We heard you. We heard you. I'm just wondering who was recording. How did they even get recorded? Somebody said it's nothing to explain. She racist point blank, period. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And this is a baby. It was just the disgust in her tone. I wasn't for it. No. and she should have apologized. And you know what? For my subscribers, my viewers, I'm gonna find her apologizing because we need to hear it. We need to hear the apology. We need to hear it. Hold on, guys.
You'll keep your own hours.
So let's hear the apology. Did you apologize, lady? Because we want to hear if you apologized. Y'all want to hear her apologize? Because I do.
It's a game changer.
I do.
I'll tell you why. I had Julie and her dog.
Let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back. There's nothing you can do to control him.
Bro, did y'all just hear her say this kid needs a beat down? This kid needs a beat down. And Manny, you're right. Not to mention she's making major decisions that affect Black people's lives and her true feelings come out. You know what I'm saying? She should like Neighborhood Blue. She should, what'd you say? She shouldn't be running for nothing in office with racist intentions. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that just threw me for a loop just now.
This kid needs a beat down. Okay, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back. There's nothing you can do to control him.
Back again to our top story. Day developments
Bruh.
surrounding that leaked audio of 3 LA
There's
City
nothing
Council
you can do
members
to control
and a
him.
labor leader
Like,
using
girl.
racist language.
Ron Herrera, the head of the LA County
We need you
Federation
to
of Labor,
apologize.
Said mounting pressure for them to resign right now on the steps of City Hall. We're here. This is a press conference and a unity vigil being held by Council Member Corinne Price. And you know what? They actually started this event with a typical Oaxacan band. And I think we're going to show you who's on the podium right now. We have a host of politicians here right now. Speaking is Assemblywoman Carrillo there. And there have been, Corinne Price, the council member, has also been on that podium again, calling for these council members heard in that recording with that hateful language to step down.
The hate speech, the racist talk.
You know, the right thing and the honorable thing to do is to resign. Mitch O'Farrell and Monica Rodriguez are just some of the council members calling on Noreen Martinez, Kevin De Leon, and Gil Cedillo to resign from their seats. Martinez has already resigned from her position as council president. We spoke with political expert Jessica Levinson.
I think what she's hoping is that taking this concrete step will stem the ties for her to step down completely. Having said that, it doesn't appear that the tide is turning that way. It appears that people are saying she simply should not be a public servant.
In this case, there are a few options as to what can happen next. The first set, according to Levinson, maybe the quickest, is for the members to resign.
It's difficult for colleagues to oust a member of the city council, really, unless they just bow to political pressure. But one of the routes to try and remove somebody who the voters think is simply not fit to serve in office is to start a recall election.
In the case of a recall, Martinez and De Leon would only be eligible, since Gil Cedillo lost his re-election bid back in June. It could be 6 to 8 months and a costly process for taxpayers. And recent recalls against Governor Newsom and District Attorney George Gascon have failed.
History indicates that it's difficult to qualify these recall elections, and then once they do qualify, it's difficult for them to be successful.
Members can also be censured, but continue to have full voting power. In some cases, council members could be suspended from office and stripped of their voting powers, salaries, and benefits. Like in the case of Mark Ridley Thomas, who is facing corruption and bribery charges. But according to Levinson, that wouldn't be possible here.
It was a little bit different because there was a criminal investigation and criminal proceedings. Nothing is happening at this point with respect to a criminal proceeding or criminal investigation.
If the council members do decide to step down, someone would either be appointed to the district or a special election will be held. Either way, it would take some time.
We have really pressing problems that need to be addressed on the city level. What we could potentially see here is that Noreen Martinez's district could have an absence for a certain period of time. The same with respect to Kevin De Leon's district.
On Tuesday, the city council will meet for the first time since the recording surfaced. Councilmember Rodriguez plans to introduce a motion to vote in a new council president.
Begin the work for our body to
start the healing process. I think it's imperative that we move swiftly.
And we can expect a lot to unfold in the next 24 hours. I spoke to Councilmember Price earlier tonight, who told me he hopes that these members will step down come tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is the first city council meeting since those remarks surfaced. Will be held here at City Hall at 10 a.m. Reporting live, Leslie Maddie, KCAL 9 News.
Okay, so a couple of things. So the problem I'm having is because I'm from LA, y'all. I'm definitely from LA. And if any of y'all are from LA, then y'all understand what be getting on our nerves. I love my Hispanic community. I love y'all. I love y'all. Don't get me wrong. I love y'all. But when you in Southern California, LA to be exact, a lot of the Mexican people, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them like to think like they white or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they like to be like, you know, like they like to like be like racist against black people. And it's like, how are you gonna be racist against a black person? You're Mexican. You facing damn near the same struggle as us. Like how do you do that? But a lot of them be thinking that they white. Like it sound like her, like she thinks she better than us, and like she up there because it's her and a white councilman sitting there having this discussion about a 3-year-old black child talking about she want to beat him and he a monkey and he can't stay still and talking to, with another white man. So I don't think that she would have been having that conversation with a black man or a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So you only feel comfortable doing that with a white man because obviously you thought in your crazy sick head that y'all was on the same level because you in the council, you in the council office, and you Hispanic. Like y'all got to stop doing that, especially in LA. Black and brown supposed to be sticking together. Like what is wrong with y'all? Like what's wrong? Like for real. In LA, black and brown supposed to be tight. Like our struggle is just too like hand in hand. Like how are we still racist against each other in 2022? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's why I be so protective, overprotective of my sons and my daughter be going to school and stuff like that. Like, don't be racist to my kids. Like, it's sad. Especially in like in my family, we have to have we got some mixtures going on. And my sons, like they brothers and sisters is half Mexican, some other ones is half a Salvadorian, and like we don't preach that. We don't we don't preach that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Exactly, Tanya. Probably a white person probably did record her too, because it's always one of them good Samaritan white people that be like, you know what, this is wrong, and I'm recording all of y'all asses. It always turn out like that. That's a fact. So, girl, you just did a lot. But it was baffling me also is that it's taking her so long to step down. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's taking you so long to step down? You know? It shouldn't take like she think that she's gonna apologize and then it's all gonna go away. No, all three of y'all, they shouldn't even let them step down. I honestly feel like they should fire them. They should be fired. Like, why should they step down and still get their benefits? Like, who we don't even know what decision she made that was against our community, black people. We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Just based on the fact that she don't like black. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what she did. So she needs, just for the stuff we don't know, take all her benefits and all of that. So you can get repercussions for everything that we didn't catch. You know what I'm saying? Cause no. We got another situation. I'm gonna save the other one for last. But so anyways, so again, this Jeffrey Dahmer stuff has been like so crazy, y'all. Um, Again, I don't understand why everybody is so like frantic and panicking and making this big old deal about the Dahmer series on Netflix because again, it's not the first uh series about Jeffrey Dahmer. It's not the first documentary. It's not the first interview. It's none of that. So I just feel like they executed this series so well that it was too real for people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people are going crazy. And so the fact that it's so real, out of nowhere, we're having this like spike in serial killers. So Stockton, California has this serial killer, y'all. And he going around, he not even your average serial killer. He not like a Jeffrey Dahmer where he eating people up and cutting them up or like stabbing them or taking pictures, whatever. He not doing none of that. He's literally just walking around Stockton and finding people, you know, slipping and shooting them with a gun and keeping it pushing. Like, so now I'm like, is the Jeffrey Dahmer series, all of the attention that this series is getting, is this like is it something in the air? You know, that's the question that I rose at first, but I feel like we can't say that because once I watched the news clip, I was like, oh, okay, this dude been killing people over a span of years. You know what I'm saying? It didn't just start with Jeffrey Dahmer. But that's the first thing that I thought, like, oh shoot, Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, causing this spike in serial killers and stuff. But no, he been killing people for like I think since they said they found a victim that was like 2000 something. Hold up. I'm about to get up here. All right, so here we go right here. I have it for you guys. Ready?
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people about Liberty Mutual.
So yeah, so car insurance. He's shooting mainly Mexicans too. That's why I'm like, it got to be a black dude. I think when you watch the video and y'all see how he walks, his mannerisms is like a black dude.
A lot of new information came out of today's press conference with Stockton police. We learned the investigation is much bigger than previously thought. And for the first time, we're seeing a person of interest on video.
This person's on a mission.
A mission to kill, says Stockton Police Chief Stanley McFadden. The chief released this clip of the man they call a person of interest, quite possibly the serial killer that's linked to 7 shootings, all but one deadly.
We've seen this person of interest on more than one of the incidences, so it's absolutely someone we want to talk to.
The incidents, the chief says, date back to April of 2021, much earlier than investigators thought. And today we learn the first victim, a 40-year-old Hispanic man, was shot and killed, not in Stockton, but in Oakland, April 10th of last year. 6 days later, a black woman, the first and only female victim, was shot in Stockton, but she survived. The chief says she was homeless.
She was in her tent when she heard someone walking around her campsite. When she came out of her tent, she encountered someone holding a gun at her.
Fast forward to July of this year, some 448 days later, the suspect shot and killed again in Stockton, a male. Since then, 4 more men in Stockton have been shot and killed. The most recent murder happened 1 week ago. None of the victims was robbed or beaten. The average age is 42. Most are Hispanic men. All were alone in a dark area.
We've had male, we've had female, we've had different races. So at this time, we don't know exactly what they're targeting.
The chief says more than one suspect could be to blame, but for this person of interest, he notes his uneven stride and extremely upright posture. He's described as 5'10" to 6 feet tall with a thin build, race unknown. Police say when he shot his lone female victim, he was wearing a COVID-style face mask. Stockton Mayor Kevin Lincoln rallied the community to stick together.
That's the least that we could do for these families, is help bring some sort of justice and closure to these families.
So far, no known motive, and the chief says ballistics evidence links all 7 cases. And today, that reward has increased to $125,000. Last night, when I was on the air with you two, it stood at $95,000. Businesses have put forward funds, and then just a few moments ago, the ATF announced an award for some $25,000.
So it's growing. All right. So we've heard before of attacks, say, on the homeless. Was the woman the only one who was homeless?
No, there were others who were homeless, but because they were also
residents who were housed as well. They don't know the common link between any of these victims now, which makes it all that more difficult to figure it out.
So, y'all, there it is there. They said the FBI and ATF is taking over the case now, though. They about to track this dude down, just like they did with the DC sniper. I believe they are as well. Yeah. However, did y'all see how old boy was walking? First of all, bring it back. Ladies, did y'all see how fine the mayor was? I did not know the mayor of Stockton, Oakland, and all of that was that fine. Baby was fine. Yeah. Y'all gotta rewind it for y'all. Cause baby looked good. But yeah. He looked good. And he was young as hell. Like, hold on now. Look at the mayor. Girl. I'm not about to play.
Families is help bring some sort of justice and closure.
Yo, why my shit dark?
So far, no 10 to 6 feet tall with a thin.
These families is help bring some sort of justice and closure.
Girl, is he not fine?
So far, no.
He was fine. He was fine. No. Nah, but look, so did y'all see how old boy was walking? He had the little. I think he a nigga. That's a fact. He black. He definitely black. But yeah. So what do y'all think about that? All of y'all up in Stockton and in the Bay Area, y'all need to be careful. For real. Like on some whole seriousness. Y'all be careful. Don't be caught in dark places. Be when y'all outside at night and stuff, be outside with somebody. Don't be by yourself. Y'all walk y'all mamas and y'all aunties and y'all grandmas and stuff to y'all sisters to the car and stuff like that. Cause this is serious. Like, on a whole serious note, I want all my Northern Cali people to be safe. For real. Cause I don't even got no words for that. I just want to give y'all an update on what was going on. It's crazy, a serial killer. But I've never heard of a serial killer that was just running around just shooting people and keep going. I would think that was just like just a drive-by. Like I've never heard them call a drive-by a serial killer. Like, so all you gangsters, all you gangbangers in LA, y'all serial killers. That's what they say. Y'all serial killers. Y'all not even criminals no more. Y'all serial killers. Y'all worse than criminals now. If you could run around with a gun and be doing a drive-by and that's called a serial killer, that's crazy to me. That's new. I ain't know that was a serial killer. I thought serial killers was weird and crazy in the head and they needed what you call it? What do you call that, y'all? What was it? Criminal minds to pick their brains apart and tell us who's who. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's what serial killers was. Like they were really puzzle brain type of people. When I say puzzle brain, meaning we gotta put their brain together because they're so we're trying to understand them. I didn't know that you could just do a drive-by 6 times and you'll be a serial killer. Why am I smiling when I say that? Oh my God. Am I crazy? Y'all. And that's another thing I want to say too, because am I crazy? I'm sick. I gotta be sick. Why am I smiling talking about serial killers? That is crazy. I just noticed that. I looked at I'm like, you're smiling talking about serial killers. And that's bro, I literally was using that Dahmer series. I would turn it on and fall asleep to it. That's how I would go to sleep. I would turn it on and fall asleep to Dahmer. Is that I'm sick. I think I'm not a serial killer though. But that's crazy. Shoot, he gonna say no, that's what you attract. No. That's crazy. But I might do attract serial killers because they all be crazy. But what was another thing I was about to say? Yeah, so I was going to sleep to Dahmer. And then y'all don't laugh, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be vulnerable right now and tell y'all something. I was watching Dahmer, and not the real Dahmer, but the one they had playing Dahmer in Netflix on a Netflix series. I thought he was like cute. Was I the only one that thought that? Ladies, tell me. Was I the only one that thought Dahmer was cute? Not the real Dahmer. He did look like the real Dahmer, but the one that played him, I thought he was kind of cute. Let me shut up for y'all think I'm just the craziest person in the world. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure, hey y'all, this has been another great, successful episode of the podcast Cocktails with Meeka. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming to chill with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dope. I love y'all. Keep coming back because I'm gonna keep bringing the content and I'm gonna stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe after it posts. You know what I'm saying? Keep fucking with me because I'm fucking with y'all. And I got the intro and the outro coming soon. I ain't gonna leave y'all plain Jane like this. We're gonna have something real smooth for you. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? But until next time, I'll fuck with y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe in Stockton. Stay safe in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, y'all. Deuces.